Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is our living ship guide. So if you're trying to get a living ship, this is what you need to be watching. So in the last episode, we got our shell, but it was fragile. We had to wait 24 hours for it to get to a hardened shell. So now we have our hardened shell. It is fully matured. So now we need to move on to the next step in the living ship guide, which means we need to go out into space because we need to make contact with another living ship. You need to make sure you have your awakened void egg. You need to have your void egg in your inventory. That way the ship knows where you are. And let's just pulse drive a little bit. You don't need to do this. If you fly around, you will randomly run into this ship. So it's not a big deal. There we are. Awaiting contact. Let's see. Where is it at? Await contact. Okay, wait a minute. We have to wait and make sure that everything is updating and getting to the next step. So let's pulse drive a little bit more and see how long it takes. It shouldn't take that long for it to pop up. There we are. Oh, come on. Pulse drive again. Let me refill it since we are just blowing through all of this stuff. Uh-oh, it's taking me a second. Uh-oh.
20 minutes later.
There it goes. Holy cow, that one took a little longer than usual. That's okay, though. Just pulse drive around a little bit and you'll run into it. You will perform the binding. We see you assemble the components, like the metal masters before you, and yet you share a mind with the other iterations, yet you do not converge. Perhaps you will understand. Each time this being floods my ship with their beautiful song, I attempt to commit the experience to memory, to recall it later. And yet, when it fades from my present, it fades entirely. All I have is navigation data. So now, we have to go to the next one. Let's look at our egg real fast. It is saying, again, always pop in here and it'll show you. When touched, it conjures a powerful vision of a planet of strange anomalies. 1 minute, a world of grass. The next, a world of bizarre fungal growth. Okay, that's kind of weird. So let's see what that is. And again, it's been pretty nice doing this. So let's see. It'll tell us what our current mission is. And again, you just look at it. That system has the void egg on there. It's a dissident system, so this is going to be corrupted. Okay, let's go down in here and see what the heck is going on. But yeah, anytime you get lost, or if you come back and you forget which step you're on, always check your log and then check your egg. Your void egg will tell you kind of what is happening here. But check your log as well. Your log will have different like cues and tips you can use. So make sure in your log you're on the star birth mission. Go look at your egg. Powerful visions of a planet with strange anomalies, grass, and a bizarre fungal growth. So now that we've looked at the egg, it'll mark it for us. Look at that. Oh, it's so easy. Much easier. I know I said it in the last episode, but originally when this first came out, you had to like literally read it and figure it out on your own. It would not mark the location for you. So I appreciate that they do that. So at least it marks it for you automatically, so you don't have to worry about, oh, is it that planet? Is it this planet? So as long as you have your mission selected, your star birth mission selected, you should be able to get this ready to go. All right, so it's going to be down in here. Again, we're going to have to land and do our target sweeper just like the previous episodes, just like the previous items, except for we're on the Easter egg planet. I love these anomaly planets. They always remind me of Easter eggs because they're big egg-shaped things. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, so we are going 1,200 feet this way. So I will see you guys when we get close to the plaque. Again, just pull out your visor and look and make sure you're on the right track. You want to get lined up. You want to be target aligned. If you're over here, that means you have to go to the right. You go too far this way, you need to go to the left. You see how it just points you in the right direction. So just pay attention to that, and you should make it there easy. It looks like this is not going to be a plaque. Look at this. It's going to be one of those big ring things. Now, guys, Oh God, just fell down a hole. Remember, this is going to be different depending on your egg, so you might not see this planet or whatever. It's going to be different depending on the egg. So for mine, we need to get over here. That's awesome. So let's go talk to this machine. I like this. They don't use this very often. They need to use these more often. These are awesome. Archive of Corvax Prime. Retrieval in progress. Log follows. Biological shells unstable, erratic. Convergent mind data cannot be overloaded through one process center. Multiple sites required. Distributed biology to match distributed mind structure. Alignment appears necessary, yet centralized identity must anchor each shell. So every living ship is its own living thing, and it has its own personality. There we go. Awaiting biogenesis materials. So now we need it. I hold in my hands fragments of life. Heart body network. But is it life? Would it converge with other minds? Here was the crux of this ancient experiment. We need a seed of glass. We don't have that yet. I can feel the life forms I carry, the egg, the heart, the skin, the nerves, pulsate as they sense the aura of the machine. They are aware that something is happening, even if they cannot comprehend what it is. What must that feel like? I am fed another blueprint, another plan to follow. Once again, I must adapt my multi-tool to some new purpose. So now we have an animus beam. We need to use an animus beam, a soul extractor. To get a seed of glass, we need fragmented qualia. So this is a new tool, a new item we need to put on our multi-tool. And again, as always, you need to use condensed carbon 100 and sodium nitrate 50. There it is. So now what we need to do is we need to go, we need to find a living being, you guys. So we need to attack a living being with this animus beam. There it is. And we are mining them. We are mining animals. Oh, that's kind of gross. All right, and they're going to run away from you, of course. So you're going to have to go after them. Literally mining animals. That's crazy. All right. So how many do we need? We need 100. Oh, God. We need 100 qualia. And we have 16. So we're going to need to do this to a lot of... We need to mine a lot of animals. So let's get a whole bunch of these animals. There we go. We got all the animals we need. Holy cow. Okay. So I ended up taking out a lot more animals. That always feels weird. And again, it is like a multi-tool or a laser, except it doesn't do as much damage as a laser, and you need different materials. So if you want to refill it, you need dihydrogen or deuterium in order to refill it. So keep that in mind. Oh yeah, we can make our item now. So let's make our seed of glass. You need 100 magnetized ferrite and 100 fragmented qualia. There you are. So now we have to head back to our machine. That way we can make the next organ, the next thing for our living ship. And we're probably going to have it mature, so just saying, I would keep in mind we're probably going to have to wait another day before we can actually use the item that we're about to get. If I remember right, I might be wrong on that. Let's see. While we get in here, I can show you exactly what we're going to need to do. Experimental synthesis unit operational. Awaiting biogenesis material. Let's do 1 seed of glass. The machine accepts these bizarre seeds. It performs its miracle, working a new life form into being, a new cluster for me to care for. There we are. So now I have a growing singularity, a slow knitting together of flesh, neurons, and antimatter. The way this mind experiences the universe is beyond any imagining. It requires careful attendance while it matures. Okay, so we have to wait for this to mature. Let me call in my ship while we're here. Need to call it in, and we need 19 hours. 19 hours and 41 minutes. So, as always, you're going to have to wait about a day. It varies. It goes up and down, but about a day for each items. So I will see you guys in the next one when we have our growing singularity matured. So I'll see you guys then.